are watching this program today, this is an exciting moment in the history of the Bahama Brass Band. So we thought to share with you in the podcast what it is we are celebrating. Of course, the Bahama Brass Band got its genesis in 1925 in New Providence. 4 men whom the Lord led to start the band, to play music, providing music for conventions, street services, outreaches, for government events, just to be a blessing to those that hear it. And some 30 years later, that same movement found its way in Grand Bahama, Pine Ridge. And today, while we are talking about all of this, it would be necessary. We couldn't do it without this particular gentleman who we, in Grand Bahama, those who know him from his heritage, those of us who are closer to him, we call him Uncle Hadley, Mr. Hadley, Brother Hadley. He's just one of those persons who comes into your life and touches every part of your life. And so we have with us the great historian, Mr. Hadley Forbes. Welcome to the Bahama Brass Band podcast.
Thank you.
And so, Brother Hadley, tell us a little about yourself. Tell us who you are, where you came from.
Well, my name is Hadley Forbes, who was born in the Turks and Caicos, Bombara, in the 30s. And I traveled to the Bahamas in 1946, the 12th of November. Lived in Pine Ridge in the settlement of Green Village. And went to school in Pine Ridge for a short time. Mr. Campbell and his wife, Ruth, was our teacher. And then I went back to the Turks and Caicos for a short while again and come back to the Bahamas to see my mother. I lived with my sister, Susan Mullins, who was married to George Mullins. And all the Mullins you see in the phone directory, they are connected with me.
Brother George Mullins. George Mullins was a preacher, eh?
Yes, he was a preacher.
Okay.
And there were no television around those times to watch. So they just watched one another. And my sister Susan had 19 single birth children. 19. Jeez. 16 boys and 3 daughters. And I was like the oldest son. The son that followed me, he died. His name was Edward Mullins. Mm-hmm. And then Franklin Mullins, who is the one who alive, he born in 1950. And Talfoot, Joseph, Adbert, Lincoln, the whole barrage of them. Mm-hmm. And we all live in Pine Ridge there and move on to Happy Canyon after they would get too far to pull back to Pine Ridge to the mill there. They established a new location. And at that time, the Abaco Lumber Company stopped making lumber, and they sold out their concession to Owings, Illinois, an American company who they used to cut the pulpwood, put it on the barge, and take it to Jacksonville, Florida. But Owings, Illinois was established, their headquarters in Toledo, Ohio. and the pulp would go there, and they make paper, glass, turpentine, and all that other stuff out of the pine trees here in the Bahamas. The island of Grand Bahama had one kind of pine, was yellow pine. All the house in Spanish Town, Jamaica, Westmoreland and Clarington and Maypen, and St. Mary and St. Catherine, those pine was, the lumber came from the Bahamas. Grand Bahama, the Precise and the Hamburg used to be the ship that take the lumber to Jamaica and Key West, Florida.
Right.
All those homes in Liberty City built out of wood, they came from the Bahamas, yellow pine. That's the strongest durable pine anywhere in the world to find. We used to pick up the pine seed and have it they used to sack it up and take it to the United States. And they plant those trees in Georgia and Pensacola. I don't know up to this day whether they survive or how they are growing and doing, but that is what they used to do.
Yes. I'm also told that a number with the pine, they also Harvard University, their first dorms or sort of that was built from the pine from the Bahamas.
Could be.
Yes.
Could be, because Owens, Illinois was a company established for the entire United States. And they used to supply them with lumber, because the pine that they take over there, they used to make 2x4, siding, glue and tongue, and they used to do all of that stuff that they put wood from here.
Now, you mentioned living in Pine Ridge. Pine Ridge was popular for a lot of things. Some of the things being talk is popular for, but the religious part of Pine Ridge was very, very alive
Yes.
at those times.
Very much alive.
As it relates to us, there was a young man at the time by the name of Evangelist Joseph Swan.
That's
at the time. Did you know him?
Yes. We are family members. Joseph Swan came to Pine Ridge. It had to be in 1951. But he started, and he used to preach on the street meetings, before he established a church. Before he came there was only one church, the Community Baptist Church, led by a white fella, Augustus Cash. And it was a small church, and only a few people could have fit in the church. And our white Bahamian brothers, because he was the pastor of the church, they had first preference. And then all the other person like Franklin William, James Young, Robbie Hall, Hubert Hall, Mr. Quant, they would take up the rest of the seat there. So when Bishop Swan came and established the Church of God of Prophecy in Pine Ridge in 1952 in the month of November, I cannot remember the date in November, but it was the month of November.
Yes.
And it was, well, I go to church with my sister and her husband. That was George Mullins, Susan Mullins, Neil Delancey, and his daughter Alice Delancey and Rena Delancey. And it was Helbert Delancey, daughter Daisy Delancey, and Aramelda daughter Rosalie Delancey. We were the founding members of the Church of God of Prophecy in Pine Ridge.
Oh, wow.
And they used to, all the auxiliary in the church was set up, and we all were there. And Brother Swan, everything that he envisioned, he set it up in the church. And that was Monday night was prayer meeting night. Tuesday night was VLB. Wednesday was CPMA. Thursday night was WMB.
There you go.
And Friday night was practice. Band practice, choir practice was for those times.
Right. You call those auxiliaries very well. Bishop Swan, I had a conversation with him, and of course, what you said is what he repeated to me.
Right.
So the story is actually corroborated very well.
Right.
But Hadley, Bishop Swan told me the story about how he came from a convention, and when he came from the convention, they were having a Sunday school rally. And of course, he says when he got he heard this trumpet playing. He said, but nobody at that time was playing any wind instruments in the church, And he said Sister Swan used to play guitar, his wife, and a couple of the brothers would play guitar and that kind of thing. He said, but there was no wind instruments. He said, but he heard this trumpet playing and the people singing. He says, when he got to the front door of the church, Deacon Hall, then Evangelist Reuben Hall, was playing this trumpet, and the people were marching around while he was playing the trumpet. And he couldn't recall the song that they were singing at the time. But then he said, after Deacon Hall started playing, so Deacon Hall didn't tell anyone that he was learning how to play the trumpet.
Right.
And then after that, he says the band began everyone started learning instruments.
Right.
The band began to play.
Right.
What do you recall about that? Persons who played in the band at the time.
I can recall it quite clearly. Freddie, I can't remember what is Freddie last name. But Freddie and Ivan, they used to play carnal music for the workers
Ivan
and
Johnson.
Pine Ridge.
Ivan Johnson.
Ivan Johnson.
Yes.
They used to play carnal music for the workers and Pine Ridge at Big House, which was down on the edge of White Town, we used to call it back in the day. And then Ezekiel Williams and Mervyn Henfield, Elvin Henfield, and Junior Oughton, and there was, Felix Delancey. We used to call him Jack Delancey.
Right.
Yeah. The band started with them. And Ivan used to come to the church and play with the boys. And everything just moved and synced from then. And then younger people come in and join, like Rudy Oughton and Brother George Hall, Sam Simmons, and there is
some of the music boys.
Howard Mizik and his brother Enos Mizik. All of them were trombone players and that play in the band.
Right.
Yes. And then later on, Leon Campbell, his brother Bertram Campbell, they also, and we just call him, we know him as JD, but they call him Winston Capron.
Yeah, Winston Capron, yes.
They was the band boys, Albury Rigby. They were the band.
You calling some names?
They were the band boys.
Yes.
And play, I want you to know, the best music that you ever wants to hear. The band in Nassau had no I say no stuff for the band and Grand Bahama.
Okay.
Because we used to take the band to National Tennessee,
Chattanooga?
Chattanooga,
Yeah.
the fields of the woods.
Yes.
That is where we used to take the band. And the rest of it is history.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, so you mentioned some very, very familiar names who were part of the band. Of course, Bishop Swan told me that Jenkins Williams,
Yes.
yeah, was the first band director. Him and Brother Murphy.
That's right.
They were together. And they taught a number of people, all
Yes.
of the Bill Parkers and the, help me, Percy.
Yeah.
Williams,
Percy Williams
and a few of those.
That's right.
Good bit of
Brother
them.
James Williams as well.
There you go. And so a lot of them had their impact from
Yes.
these brethren,
Right.
and it gives us today what we have 70 years later.
Yes.
The band is still operating in Grand Bahama,
Yes.
and we're still making impact.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, just a few days ago, with Celebration Key,
Right.
the band made another historic
Yes.
thing, and we were able to parade there
Yes.
and really, really make a global impact.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
on the lives of those who were gathered there, and of course, as technology would have it, all around the world,
All around the world.
And so it's an exciting event. Thank you, Brother Hadley, Uncle Hadley, Cousin Hadley, Mr. Hadley, for spending this time with us today. I love your ability to be able to recall the wonderful points in history. Just like you, I think I've been gifted with that I can recall certain points of my childhood with clarity.
Yes.
With clarity. I could remember sermons that people would have preached. I could
Yes.
remember songs that would have
Yes.
been sung, meeting people in different areas.
Right.
And it is so important to have people like you around that keep us connected, that we could connect the dots. Because, sometimes when we don't appreciate and embrace history,
Right.
we get into a bit of arrogance, feeling that things started when we got here.
No.
Yeah. But what you do for us is you allow us to keep our feet to the ground and understand that we stand on the shoulders of great men.
Exactly.
And all of the names that you mentioned, I heard you call Brother Zeke Williams, who was the first saxophone player
Yes.
in the band. Brother Jenkins, who was a multi-talented man, played several instruments. And of course, Brother Mervyn Henfield, who was
Right.
likewise gifted
Right.
To play various instruments
Right.
in the band.
Peter Hall.
Exactly.
And all of those,
The
yeah.
trumpeter.
Trumpet.
But Peter Hall was. And so these people helped to form what we have today.
Yes.
And I really, really appreciate you lending us your brains and carrying us down Memory Lane.
Yes.
Pine Ridge was a great place.
Great place.
Great place.
And there were great men and women who have built that place with their own hand from the ground up. Bishop Swan had a vision, and you may hear me talk about vision in many different cases. Once you got a vision to do something, the second thing you would also realize, what is your purpose? Why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
And then shortly after that, you will discover you need solution for the things, the challenges that lies ahead. So you can do something about it. And shortly after that, you will discover you can't just sit there, watch things happen, or see things happen. You got to be a part of what happened, and that is execution.
Yes, sir.
Brother Swan had all of those gifted in one package. He built a church in Pine Ridge. He built a church in North Riding Point. He established the church in Spring City, Abaco. He established the church in Lake City, Abaco. He established the church in Donaldstown, Abaco. He established the church in Provo, Turks and Caicos. Brother James Williams was the pastor of that church in the Turks and Caicos. Bishop James Williams was the bishop of the church in Donaldstown. And Brother Otter was the bishop of the church in Minnie Street in Nassau. All of those was established by Bishop J.M. Swan from Inagua to Owenstown, Andrews. Brother Bishop J.M. Swan. It only used to be 4 names in the religious society in the Bahamas. And that was Bishop Elvin S. Moss, Church of God of Prophecy, Reverend Sands, the Baptist Church, Reverend Granger, the Anglican or the Catholic Church, and then Brother J.M. Swan, who established all these other churches. And then later on, W. Brown, he also was the pastor of one of the churches in Nassau.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good chunk right there.
Right. Yes.
Yes, Bishop Swan. Bishop Swan also played, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, he played.
Bishop Swan played accordion.
Yes.
He's always played accordion. And his first sermon he preached was from John the 14th chapter. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe it in God, believe it also in me. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. And if it were not so, I would not told you. I go.
To prepare a place
not
for you.
if I go. I go to prepare a place for you. And I will come again. Ain't no I may.
Right.
I will come again to receive you unto myself. That's what he will do. Because he's going to take you to his Father.
Yes.
And Brother Swan was a gifted man. He was a learned man. And he believed in keeping things together. And the foundation he laid, I wanted to say to you, is a young man, a bishop, an overseer, that you continue to look to the hills from which cometh your help.
Yes, sir.
And realize that God is the only person who can destroy the body and the mind.
Yes, sir.
And he already made it clear. Seek me. Seek ye the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And everything he have belongs to you. The wicked is only holding things for you, you know. It all belongs to you, as long as you do the will of God.
Yes, sir.
And God's will is for you to go out to the world and preach the gospel, clothe the naked, feed the hungry, and put shelter over their head.
Yes.
And then when you do that, you will do his will. Because that is what he demands from all of us to do. With a broken and a contrite heart, that's the only way you can make it in.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, you would be like, not hot, not cold, so he can't use you. So you got to be one or the other. Yes.
Wonderful. Well, there you have it, folks. Cousin Hadley, Uncle Hadley, Brother Hadley, Evangelist Hadley, Preacher Hadley. Forbes, we appreciate you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate
Thank you
spending
too.
time with us today.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Grand Bahama, get ready to march with a shout. The Bahama Brass Band presents a musical event like no other with a Shout Wheel March. a historic celebration of 170 years of passion, purpose, and powerful praise. 100 years in Nassau, 70 years Grand Bahama. Featuring a rare and electrifying performance by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Force Band, all-female contingent, bold, brilliant, and unforgettable. At the Grand Lucayan Ballroom at 7 p.m. Saturday, September 13th, 2025. Tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. Seating is limited and this will sell out.
Tickets are available at 17 Shop and Frank's Ice Cream downtown Freeport.
A night of rhythm, reverence, and revival. Don't miss it. Let the drums roll, let the horns soar, and the spirit move. This is more than a concert. It's a call to celebration.